What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have my August TBR to share with you guys. If you can hear Dawson in the background, I'm sorry. I did take his collar off. I was just like, okay, it's getting better with each video. Like, I'm finding new ways to, make the videos better as time goes on and as videos go by. And I'm just like, what can I do to eliminate Dawson's collar? What can I do to make the sound a little bit better instead of echoey? Headphones. AirPods specifically, a consistent background, just little things like that, like I'm just trying to find my groove back into YouTube, and honestly it's a learning curve. But anyways, August TBR, let's get into it. First, I want to finish any books that I'm currently reading, so those are going to be my first books on the TBR. By the time this video goes live, I will be reading 2 books, which will be my Shredded Up Extreme Ownership book. This isn't even mine, this is my boyfriend's, but I'm almost done. But I read 10 pages of nonfiction a day, so that's kind of what this is. If the tripod and camera shake at any point, because it's my phone, it's because of Dawson. He's laying in front of my feet next to the tripod. The next book I will want to finish is Abby Jimenez's Just for the Summer. I did start this today and I read the first few pages or so. I was just like, so good. I love the writing so far. First impressions with writing are so important, but I think this is gonna be a really good book. I don't think I have a 5-star read yet. I'm filming this on the very last day of July and I'm almost finished Mile High, which will be would have been in the wrap up. The wrap up is going up before this video, so you'll know what books I've read by now. But I'm so close to finishing Mile High, and that is a really close 5-star for me so far. I don't think it's gonna be 5 stars just because there are a little bit of timeline discrepancies, but other than that, it's pretty good. But I'm so excited to actually finish reading this too and get into it, because I've heard so many good things about this. Those are the 2 books that I want to finish in August, and I really do want to finish Just for the Summer, especially in the summer because it's just for the summer. But I do have some good transition books, if you will, for August, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Football season's coming, so why not start it with football romance? I've heard good things. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that this makes you cry. I don't cry at books. There's very little instances where I'm just like, that makes me cry. I will keep you informed and updated on this one. I also have realized romances for me, unless I've read from the author already, it's scary for me to just dive into it. But I need to hype myself up more. This goes with any book. If I've never read your books before, I'm very hesitant to actually pick up the book. Yeah, I know it's hyped up on TikTok. Never read a Lauren Asher book. Newsflash, that's foreshadowing. We'll get there. But it makes me nervous to read new authors or hyped up authors, especially with romances, because there's a lot of terrible romances out there. Poorly written. I know I read some trashy romance novels. I get it, but some of them are beautifully written. Those are 5-star reads. Some of them are not, and I'm just like, it was cute. Okay, now that the yap session is over, let's keep going. And what did I say? Lauren Asher. So I have the fine print. I didn't get to read the Dirty Air series, but I'm not gonna keep, putting the same books on my TBR. I want to keep it new and interesting for me and for my content. So you'll probably see it reappear at one point or another. I'm just not gonna put something that was on the previous month's TBR onto my current month's TBR, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna try the fine print, and I'm actually more excited for this than Throttled, but we'll see how this pans out. This is a much bigger book. a lot of people say to start with this series anyways. I have no idea if there's any relation between, you know, this series and the other series. I don't think there is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So we have this. I would love to get to this. And also, like, it's the Dreamland Billionaire series, so it's like Disney type beat. So I think of Disney towards the end of summer, early fall. I don't know. That's just what computes in my brain. Okay, next book. I want to get into Fourth Wing. Finally, I told my boyfriend I would read this month, and I will do it. So this is the book I have to start. I actually did start it. I'm pretty sure I'm on chapter 3. I'm on page 33. But I'm gonna reread like the beginning again because some of the details in here were clashing with another fantasy book that I was reading at the time when I started this. So I'm just gonna reread, have a blank slate basically. And if you're wondering, I'm probably not gonna read it from this edition. I do have the original edition. So I'm probably going to use that as an opportunity to annotate and tab up a book. I've never like written in a book before, but I see other people on YouTube say like, oh my gosh, I tabbed it up, I annotated it. And I'm just like, I'm so scared to write in my books. Like, but scared of what? It's my book. You know what I mean? Like the possibility of having to get rid of it one day. No, come on now, I want a library. So Fourth Wing will finally be read. The next book is The Mistake. So this is the second book in the Off-Campus series by L. Kennedy, and this is one of the trashy romance novels I was talking about earlier. The writing in this for me is kind of like mediocre. I'm not gonna bash L. Kennedy. I read The Deal and I was just like, it wasn't anything special, but it wasn't mind-blowing either. It's pretty average, but if I'm in the mood for sports romance, which August is my like transition month, like I said, to get back into like normalcy, if you will. If you need a trashy sports romance novel, L. Kennedy is the way to go, honey. But anyways, The Mistake. We're reading her. She's actually going to be a part of a future video, so stay tuned for that. The next book is the Atlas 6, and I feel like I'm the last person to read this. I actually picked this book out for something as well for this month, for content. I'm excited to read this. That way I can get the rest of the books. Pretty sure this is like dark academia, correct me if I'm wrong. So this will be a good transition into September. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Atlas 6 is fantasy, right? Like, I don't read the synopsi of anything, because I like going into a book blind. But anyways, next book. All right, the next book is Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. This was the June Illumicrate. So I kind of want to start going through my Illumicrate books now that we're getting back into fantasy season for my brain. So I thought I'd start with this one. This is also going to be a part of my little project that I'm working on. I'm hoping I don't DNF this because it is such a pretty book and I would hate to get rid of it. I went through this book a little bit more in depth on my Illumicrate unboxing video for June. So if you want to know more about this, go watch that video. Otherwise, we're just gonna move on. Next book is Lore Olympus Volume 6. This was in my Barnes & Noble haul, and I'm excited to read this. This will probably be one of the first books I do knock out in August because for me, graphic novels are easy to read, and I'm excited to read this. Like, I've been wanting to read this. This is an anticipated read for me, and the next volume comes out shortly. So I'm excited to read this. I can't wait to talk about it and discuss it. I would love to do like a reread of Lore Olympus. That would be so much fun for me. Yeah, I'm so excited. All right, you guys, so I have 9 books to read. 2 of those are finished readings, like wrap it up, let's go. And 7 of them are brand new books. So kind of similar to last month where I did have 10 books on my TBR, but I have a feeling less stuff will be going on this month, so fingers crossed that I get through more books than I did in July. Plus, I'm trying to catch up on Goodreads. I am quite a few books behind my 50 book goal for the year. So hopefully I can catch up on that, because I heard, rumor has it, I'm getting a Kindle if I read all 50 books that I planned on reading for the year. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, you guys, so that's it for the video today. If you liked it, give it a big ol' like. Please make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you made it to the end of the video, let's put a pumpkin emoji, like a jack-o'-lantern emoji, to let me know that you made it this far, because I be yapping and that's my specialty. I will see you in the next one.